The biggest robbery of our generation is of our focus. The reason that you're getting bad grades, the reason that you can't make progress towards the things that you want to be making progress in, are all because you lack focus. And you might be the last generation that has a chance to fix it. Look around, there's literally kids age 4 growing up with iPads and iPad kids and be like, and then be like, and then like, and just scrolling on their iPads. It's like ridiculous. Even though we grew up with books and like playing in the park, look at us now. Just over the past few years of the invasion of technology, it has made it so that we can't focus on our work. I can't read a book or textbook without focusing and just thinking of something random midway. And imagine how bad the iPad kids will have it when they grow up. We don't want to feel bored because being bored is uncomfortable and being uncomfortable is bad. And you just keep on searching for happiness at the bottom of your Instagram feed. If your grades are suffering and you just can't seem to be making progress in things that you want to be in, it's because you lack focus. You know, as you're doing your work and your phone just lights up with a notification, you pick it up and you shoot a message, and that 2-second interaction you had, do you know how long it would take for your brain to refocus on the task you were doing? 7 minutes. 7. Just quickly alt-tabbing on your computer while you're doing your work, or glancing at your phone or thinking of something else. That's 7 minutes wasted. And focusing is the opposite of that. Want to reach a flow state and make your mind quiet? Well, this might be the most valuable video that you watch. YouTube analytics tell me that most people stop watching my videos after 4 minutes. Just give me 7 minutes of your time and you might just save hours. Number 1. Your mind is too loud. A wandering mind is an unhappy one. Do you just find yourself zoning out as you just talk to people? Or you can't focus on books or textbooks while revising? As you eat food, you're watching something. As you walk to school, you're watching something. On the bus, you watch something. And then when your phone doesn't have Wi-Fi, you just start panicking because you have to be doing something. You have to occupy your mind because otherwise it just feels so unnatural. And then the random negative thoughts just come into your mind of when you embarrass yourself in public, or that girl who hasn't texted you back in 3 hours. All these just random thoughts pop into your mind when you try to study or focus because your mind is too loud. But even in modern studies, when they sent notifications to participants' phone during the day and asked them how happy they felt, it actually showed that during free time, during times where they were on social media, relaxing, doing things that they're saying are giving them rests, that was the time they were actually the least happy. And working and focusing was actually the time they were the most happy. The father who works hard at his job and is focusing is actually the time he's the most happy. And when he comes home and has a beer and just watches TV, that's the time that he desires the most, but it's actually the time when he's the most unhappy. So how can we make our mind more quiet? Do what you used to do. What did you used to do in the car, when you were younger on journeys? When there were raindrops on the window, you used to have a race to see which one would go faster. We used to do 2-finger stick racing as the scenery went by, or just drawing patterns on the steam. And obviously you don't have to act like a kid, but the point is that you need to let your mind rest. If you left your PC running with 100 Google Chrome tabs open, it would overheat, right? Well, that's your mind. Your mind literally has 100 Google Chrome tabs open because you're not giving it a chance to rest. And an actionable step is to be bored today, whether it's just 5 minutes. And sitting on the bus, and instead of having your phone out, just sitting there, or while eating your food, not watching something, and just actually tasting the food. And this is the basis of meditation, just focusing on in the present moment. I used to think that meditation was this monk shit, but it's not. Meditation is literally just being present in the moment, and this will help you reach the flow state. So number 2, the flow state. If you're watching this, you're probably a student and you need to study, but whatever work or task that requires focus, here's how you're going to do it so you can actually concentrate. The more you practice step 1 and the more you practice being bored and letting your mind be quiet, the easier this step will be. Because think about it, once you clear all the tabs on your phone's gonna run faster, right? But that takes time. It's not there's no clear all button for your brain. You've been on your phone and watching TikTok for so long, so you can't just expect it to be a quick fix. But what you're gonna do when you sit down to do the task is to just do it. Just do the task. But then after a couple of minutes, something will happen. Your phone will ring with a notification. You feel the urge to alt tab and check the YouTube video. You feel the urge to do this, but you also need to check that. You haven't checked your phone. Oh, your Clash of Clans breaks. No, they're getting ready. Bro, calm down. Notice this and be proud that you didn't do it. And just calmly continue. That's 1 rep of your focus muscle you've just worked. Your thoughts are so intrusive and so impulsive. As I work, I literally feel the urge to just watch YouTube for no reason. And that's how you know it's so messed up. Social media and this lack of focus has literally rewired your brain so that after a bit of focusing and doing a work, you just feel like you deserve to do something else. And this will continue again. This will come back but stronger. Maybe you're doing your homework and it's just a random thought of oh, you fell over in public that one time and it was so embarrassing. People kept staring at you. Bro, no one cares. Shut up. Just focus back on your work. The point is that it's going to be hard to focus. But now that you're aware and you can actually really see the extent of how bad your focus is, that's the first step to fixing something. The person who doesn't realize that there is a better is never going to want to change. But now you know that your focus is bad and you want it to improve. So every time a thought comes, but you don't put it in, that's 1 rep. And try and get 10 reps done. You can delete YouTube, delete TikTok, delete Instagram, delete your parents, delete your brain because they're all distractions, but you won't do it. Just focus when you work and check all the things you have to do afterwards. Never ever mix those two together because it's worse than you think. It's not just a matter of, oh, okay, I checked that for only 2 seconds, so that's only a 2-second distraction, guys. Only 2 seconds. It's 7 minutes and more that you're wasting of your focus. And the third thing is the environment. If you get the guy with like the most disciplined, focused, hard mind, but you placed him in like the middle of a busy street with all these different noises and distractions, like people coming up to him and being like, oh, do you want to buy this, sir? He's not going to be able to focus. Right now, you're voluntarily like playing life on hard mode. You're making it difficult for yourself. When you need to focus, clear all the distractions you can. When cookies were placed on the kitchen table, participants were 7 times more likely to eat that. So put it out of your sight, because when it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And nothing is worth sacrificing your focus anyway. Do you want to know the easiest way to see that this focus crisis is actually real? The companies that are most successful right now will benefit off stealing your attention. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Hub, they all steal your attention for money. A robbery implies that they're stealing something and profiting off it. They're quite literally using your focus for money. Being able to focus will be a huge asset. Mark my words. In a couple of years, there'll be a focus epidemic because the iPad kids who grow up won't be able to focus. I literally heard in the news the other day, like people aren't able to read books in primary school right now. I wonder why. iPad kids. Subway surfers on the side to focus on video. That's actually crazy. So just be bored today for 5 minutes. Go on a walk. No music. Just look around. And just let your mind be quiet because it wants to be so much. But I know for me, I was always scared of losing contact with like-minded people. I joined so many subreddits and Discord servers that promised like students and people like-minded to me. But the problem was there was too many distractions and discussions that just weren't relevant nor helped me. And I'd just scroll on like Minecraft subreddit or Discord and waste time and my focus. And so if you want a community and a space where students can come together and talk, but it's also distraction free and there's only value for you to improve, join Superior Students, my community, which will be the first link in the description. It's a school community and it's social media done right. You interact with other students and ask for advice, and it's especially made so there's only value and no BS distractions. I'll be active there and there's so much value there without having to sacrifice focus. Woo-ha. So, Sao.